While voters in Wisconsin go to polls in a crucial election Tuesday, pro-life organizations consider the battle for control of the state's Supreme Court life or death. Conservative judges currently hold a one-seat majority that Democrats are trying to take. CBN's Caitlin Burke tells us why many view this as this year's most important statewide race.
This is a high-stakes election. In other states, we've seen voters get the say on state issues like abortion. In Wisconsin, however, laws can't be overturned through ballot initiatives. Those decisions go to either the state legislature or the high court, and both have been in Republican control for over a decade.
On April 4th, voters will weigh in on the issues through their choice of a new state Supreme Court justice. Republican Daniel Kelly facing off against Democrat Janet Protasewicz.
This is going to be an election like no other.
There's too much at stake, way too much at stake for us to stop for even a moment.
As key cases appear headed to the state's high court, the outcome of this race could have implications on issues from redistricting and voting rights to deciding whether abortions will be permitted here. Since the primary campaigns began, groups on both sides have been pouring money into the contest. Now, the general election is expected to become the most expensive state Supreme Court race ever.
We invested six figures in the primary. That primarily went to voter outreach through calls, texts, mailers. We're going to have an even bigger investment this time around that we'll be announcing in the next few days.
As Susan B. Anthony, Pro-Life America, makes a major push for Kelly, Director of State Public Affairs, Kelsey Pritchard, says it's time for organizations like hers to take action.
We're at risk of having many row decisions that nullify the laws on the books that save lives and protect the unborn. And so it's really crucial that we be engaged in these races going forward.
While Wisconsin Supreme Court candidates may take conservative or liberal positions, court seats are officially nonpartisan. Carrie Severino with JCN says the key for voters is to choose the candidate who will uphold the Constitution rather than legislate from the bench.
We see a real contrast there with one judge saying, I'm going to vote for change in Wisconsin, trying to change the abortion law, trying to change the state redistricting. Whereas Judge Kelly is committing to saying, no, we need to be looking at what the law says.
Also in jeopardy pending the outcome of this election, Republican laws enacted when they had full control of the state government. Laws like former Governor Scott Walker's signature legislation known as Act 10, a measure eliminating collective bargaining abilities for most public employees.
They're going to get rid of our Act 10 reforms. They're going to get rid of prohibitions on abortion, protecting the sanctity of life.
Protasewicz has also signaled support for redrawing congressional boundary lines, a move Walker says could have national implications.
They could gerrymander in a way where at least one, maybe two of those House Republicans from Wisconsin could get bumped out of a seat.
Both candidates are expecting record turnout for that April 4th general election. Caitlin Burke, CBN News.